So we got to take it to space. Again, I don't know what's going on in the world and the galaxy, but it seems like every week or two we're getting more space stories. These space stories seems to be ramping up for some reason. Something's definitely going on. Could the aliens be soon here? I don't know. But all I do know is that apparently Canadian scientists just picked up a repeated radio signals. Oh, yeah, it's moving slow. Repeated radio signals coming from a galaxy 1.5 billion light years away. We're getting radio signals. You know how we send radio signals out saying, hey, SOS, anybody out there? Is anyone out there? Apparently, we got some sent back to us that we're trying to decipher.
Yo, the crazy part about this is that we've been getting these, and I don't know if we figured shit out yet, but they keep on coming. So it's like, who knows how long.
It's been weird because we've gotten a couple where it's like if they haven't repeated. So it's like that was a radio. It seems like a radio signal, but it didn't repeat. So there's no way to test it to confirm. But this is now only the second time where it's been repeated signals. Like it's like, oh, no, this is not a fluke. This is radio signals. It is coming from the same area. It does keep hitting us. And it's been large number of blasts over a few weeks have been hitting us from 1.5 billion light years away. So, yeah, because it says the breakthrough is only the second time since scientists have been seeing such a repeating radio burst. It both deepens the mystery and offers a potential opportunity to finally understand what might be throwing out the burst from a galaxy billions of light years away. Fast radio bursts have been speculated to be the result of everything from exploding stars to transmissions from aliens, but they have remained entirely mysterious with little evidence at all of where they might be coming from. The flashes only last for a few milliseconds, but they are flung out with the same amount of energy the sun takes 12 months to produce. So something is sending us super strong radio signals. I don't know. And I always wonder too, like a theory, just a theory that I have in my mind. Because, we talk about how the galaxy is just so quiet. And what if the galaxy, the universe is just so super quiet? Because what if there is some type of bad aliens that they go around and they conquer planets and they kill and destroy planets and all that, and maybe the universe is quiet because these other planets are aware of that, and so the key to survive is to be super quiet so this damn thing can't find you to kill you. And then what if Earth is just being super loud? Hey man, look at us. Hey man, look at us. Radio bursts. Hey man, look at all this trash we're putting out in the universe. And the other like planets is like, hey nigga, shut up. Like, hey nigga, shut up. They coming. Like, hey, keep it down. Oh my God, why is Earth so loud? Keep it down, or they coming. That's just the scenario that I play in my head. Is that's what's going on?
And we had to have been doing that for at least 70 years, right? Like, think about it, since at least the 50s, right?
Yeah.
Weren't cell phones first used in World War II? Like the first little kind of type of them. So we've been shooting shit, and imagine the fucking radio since late 1800s, so or early 1900s, whatever it is. Like we've been shooting our shots like that randomly, without measure, without. I mean, who knows? Who knows what the government actually knows and what they do try to circumvent. Hopefully they're doing shit smarter, but at the same time, if there's always something more advanced and something more bigger out there, who the fuck are we to know? And we talked about this before, the fact that it's so far away, so however many light years away, like who knows where they're at now that we're just getting the signal? Or do you feel like we would see it incoming, right?
Well, no, and that is the thing, is that, yeah, if it's 1.5 billion light years away, I think technically that means that it had to have been sent close to 1.5 billion years ago, if not longer, because I don't know if radio signals move as quick as light. But light is the fastest thing that we know of. So at least 1.5 billion years ago, these radio signals came from there. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This whole thing is weird. And I find it especially weird. It seems like it could be just how my brain is putting all this together. It seems like since that, it seems like since they showed up, we've been getting a lot of space stories. A lot has been going on in space over the course of the last year. I don't know what it means, man.
So if all these things that we see moving around is from within our galaxy, right? Because obviously we see it poke its head in there like a fucking shit out of an asshole, or a finger into the butt, whatever side of the stick you sit on. I'm just wondering, like, again, the signals again could be from hella long ago. But if you imagine, since we're now getting the fucking signal, and now that we're seeing this, and that signal may have come from a long time ago, they may have been from that long time ago, and they're here, and they're just taking a look. And I wonder if it was a certain thing of, okay, they had to dip their head into the galaxy just to see, if we're as loud as we think we are, all they gotta do is pop their head into the store and yell for us and hear however it is that, I don't know if I'm using the right equations, but poke the head in, they can see, like, all right, we're not ready yet, and just dip the fuck out. Do you think that's possible? Do you think that they had it?
Because that is one of the scenarios that people say, is that the aliens are aware of us, but the aliens haven't communicated with us because we're not advanced enough. And the theory, which does make sense, is okay, you as a human, you're walking down the street, you see an ant mound with a whole bunch of ants on it. Do you get down on the ground and communicate with those ants? No, it's insignificant. Like, you keep going. Like, okay, it's just some dumb ants over there. Look at them building their dumb little thing and moving leaves and stuff. Like, you ain't worried about them.
The ant part. We're a little past the ant part.
Well, so in our minds, but to them, if they're exploring the galaxy and all that, and they're like, oh, look at them. They're still using cell phones. Freaking idiots. Like, we communicate from brain to brain over here. Like, they're so behind us or whatever. But us as humans, if we walk past ants and we just see an ant mound and they're moving leaves and all that, we're gonna walk past them. But let's say you're walking down the street and you see the ant mound and they're throwing a concert and these two ants is having a rap battle. You're like, oh, hey man, these guys is advanced. What y'all doing, man? Y'all got some bars over there. Like, we're gonna communicate with them because it's like, oh, y'all on our level. Like, oh man, he's slinging cell phones out there. Like, man, that ant is real, man.
Y'all slinging fresh dick for $60 as well. Hey,
yeah, I mean, be like, oh man,
2019.
this ant is on my page. And so that's the theory, is the reason why the aliens aren't communicating with us, because we're still just a bunch of dumb monkeys. Like, okay, yeah, y'all got buildings and stuff, but man, have y'all been to the edge of the black hole? Man, we go in black holes and back. What you talking about? Light years, man. We off that.
That's kindergarten, son.
That's kindergarten, man. My kid learned how to build a black hole in first grade, man. What y'all talking about out here, man? Y'all ain't on our level, so I don't know.
That's what makes me wonder too, because you figure with the way that our galaxies are developed right now, all these little random shits of gas that are in planets that are around. Because we got 9 or 12, right? I forget how many we have that are
what planets
known. Planets in our solar system.
8, but the 9th one we're looking for, since Pluto doesn't count anymore.
Yeah. In that same regard, like, it makes you wonder, we're neighboring planets. We should probably be, I mean, again, it takes a time for them to develop into what it's supposed to be, but you'd figure that we would have not only the technology, but also to be in a sort of realm where all the molecules and all the matter, whatever the fuck is interconnected, to where we're all able to live around and truly be neighbors into our own planets. You'd figure, if by the promises that were in the Bible about, our seeds spreading like the stars in the sky, and literally the stars are just gas, right? Gas can be a fucking planet, for literally to where we're neighboring each other, where we're kind of bounce and forth. You'd figure we'd hit that level before we would be able to tread off into other galaxies or solar systems, or however the fuck this shit works. I don't know if that makes any sense, or
no, that makes sense.
Because you figure if we're gonna evolve, it would be from being able to hop from planet to planet to then, okay, let's, like how they say in Star Trek, going far beyond, have a fucking saying.
So there's this scientist, he's like an astrophysicist or something like that, named Michio Kaku or something like that. He's a Japanese guy. Yeah, he's a famous Japanese guy. And so I don't know if this is his theory or if he's just the one that's made it popular or whatever, but there's these different type of civilizations, if you will. And so you have like a type 1 civilization who they function just off of the natural resources in their on their planet. So they get all their power from the sun and from the wind and all that. They are not taken from the earth. They just get all their power from how they're in tune with their planet and how their planet moves. That's how they get their power. Then there's a type 2 planet And this type 2 planet, what they do is they take the power directly out of the sun, and that's how they fuel their civilization or whatever. They take power directly from the sun, and that's how, you know, they're able to power all these different planets within their galaxy or whatever, so on and so forth. Then you have like a type 3 civilization who would be able to harness the energy from all the suns and all their neighboring galaxies, and that's how they have so much power, so on and so forth. And we're a type 0 planet because we're still sucking stuff out of the planet. We're still killing the planet to make us, you know, survive, so on and so forth. And so that is the theory, is that that's how that would work, is you would first be a one planet civilization that you're taking stuff from your planet, and that's how you're surviving. Then you would move to type 1 where you're, you know, in tune with the planet. Then you're a multi-planet species where, okay, now all the places that are habitable within your solar system, you're using all those planets or whatever, and then eventually you become a multi-galaxy where you're going to other solar systems and so on and so forth. So that is the theory, that eventually, before you can start actually exploring space and all that, your species would probably be on a whole bunch of different planets, moving through all these different planets and all that. And we ain't even fucking left Earth yet. We still trying to figure out how we're going to put cotton on the moon and how we're going to put potatoes on Mars. So we're still kind of super far, not ready to do any of this stuff. So
it's unfortunate, but it's reality.
Oh, yeah.
If you didn't like this podcast, it's probably cause you're racist.
Yeah.
Fuck your feelings, though.
Yeah. What's up, man? You hear me?